Everyone, let's see how you can use Koolanch platform, which is a data integration, data ingestion platform, to move data from multiple data sources to a choice of database. In this example, we are going to move data from MySQL, a table in MySQL, and an Excel file residing data into these two different data sources and put them into Oracle database. We will move these data into two different tables in Oracle database from one table of MySQL and Excel file. So in order to do that, the first step is you create connections with MySQL, Oracle, and uh, SFTP where your file is lying. For the purpose of this demo, we have already created this connection. You can come and check the connectivity here. Once the connection is established, you'll be able to see the table. The table that I want to bring data from is employees. Now you can see here employees has all these information. Now it has right now it is just showing a preview, but this field has this table has 107 rows, just for your information. Now we go to you go back to your dashboard, and there you will see a connectivity with SFTP. Now with SFTP server, where we have kept our file, you can do the connection. Here I go to the employees, and this is the Excel, sorry. This is the Excel file that we are going to pick data from. There are two records for your information. Now let's go to the target, because as I said, we will be moving to two different tables in Oracle database. So if we go to the Oracle, we have established connection with the Oracle database, and here I will show you the fields where we are going to move this. We will move the data into employees details from MySQL server, and if you click here, it will show you there is no data. And then employee target text. This is where we will put data from the Excel sheet. Now, what do we do? First, we need to create the data session. Now, I have created two data sessions for you. One is where you move data from MySQL to Oracle. Now in this, as I showed you, there is an employee details table where we are going to move. This is your employee details table of Oracle. This is your target. Now from source, I'm taking employee data and department data, which I'm going to join. But before joining, what I want to do is do some operations. Now if you look at the employee data uh, in the source, which is MySQL employees, here you will see the email ID is just first initial last name. There is nothing after that, and there is no full name. There is first name and last name. What we are trying to do here is we are going to concatenate full name, first name, last name, and employee ID as employee ID at concat.com. Then you do the joiner. You can use your department ID from employee to employee, and you apply your joiner. If you want multiple joiner, you can click here. It will show you. You can use and or operations to have multiple joiners in place here. But I don't want, so I'm not going to use it. So same way, now I want to get job, because now as one of the things that what we are trying to achieve is in your employee details table, which is your target table. Let me take you there. In your employee target table, just bear with me. Looks like yeah. So here in employee tables, I want to show just department name, not department, just department ID. I want to show what is his role, not just job ID, which is part of the employee. And that's why I'm joining these. And then here in mapper, you map all the fields between source and target. Once you do that, now you create a second data session, which is for moving your file to Oracle. And here Again, I want, as I told you, I'm moving to EMP target test, and here is my file that I have taken. If you remember, Oracle file that I showed you earlier. It's a CSV. You can use any separator here. You can give the date format if it is using, and you select the fields. Now, once you have created these data session, what you do is you go to data flow. And in data flow, you are going to map these, sequence these data, these two data sessions. How do you want to load it? So for MySQL to Oracle HR data, what I'm going to do is first I'm going to load the table of MySQL to Oracle, and then file load. Now, since they are they are not interdependent, we can do a parallel loading too. So it depends on you. If there are dependencies, you can put it in dependent mode or not, in parallel mode. Here, if I want manual run or recurring or only once, you can put this information and you can schedule it as well. So now what I'm going to do is I want to run it in the parallel mode. Since I changed it, I will save it. You validate. Every time you save, you validate it, so that it makes sure that there is nothing missing. Some basic configurational checks are done before you run it, and then I'm going to run the session. Once you run it, it takes you to your live monitoring, real-time monitoring of this data flow, because you are running it, and there you can also, if you have, let's say you have scheduled it run at 3 o'clock and you come back at 5 o'clock and you want to see if it ran successfully or not, you can always do that. Now if you select this, which one running, if you remember, there are two data session that's loading. Now in Excel file, if you remember, we had two records. So these two records are loaded 100%, no error. Now MySQL to Oracle, let's see what happens here once it runs. In the meantime, while that is happening, let me show you if data got loaded or not. If you can see employee HR test, earlier there was no field. Let's refresh it, and those two data are here. The Excel sheet that I showed you, the data that was in Excel sheet, M. Smith, M. Cook at abc.com, both of them are here. Now let's see what happens to the another one. Right now we are, so now here you go, 106 records. Out of that, 83%, 88 was successful and 18 was not successful. So what happened here? Why this 18 did not go through? Now what we did purposefully was, we on the right hand side, which is on the target employee details table, the full name field, we purposefully kept it at 15 length, and some of the, when you concatenate both, some of them are more than 15. So there are 7 records. Now you can see these records, 5 records are rejected because of unique constraint of length, too large value, and that's how you have these rejection. So that way you can see if there are some rejection, you can open this and you can see. Now let's go to the database and see if employee details table got populated or not. It did. Did we get job department name? We did. Did we get roles? We did. That means the joiner worked. Did you get your email ID as concat.com? Yes, you did. And that's how you can transform. You can move multiple places to single place and migrate your data. Thank you for your time.